So, after last episode, y'all recommended that I go back and do the sync for day 4 again. Is that my clue? I'm guessing that's my clue. I need to do something with the barrel. Okay. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting, ain't it? Gotta figure out what the hell to do. You know, watching this in fast forward is hilarious. Oh, well, the good news is it tells me what I need to do if I've already done the thing that I need to do.
The ice on the floor is slick.
I'm pretty sure the correct thing I needed to do was punch. Although I'm tempted to try and find a thing to make it shorter. Sod it, I think we'll be fine. Right, okay, now that I'm here, I need to kind of suss out shining light. Escort him to the green shelf, escort him to the red shelf. Do I need to do something with you?
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
When in Rome, we punch everything.
Wouldn't it work better if you shouted a move name or something?
I had an idea for one, but that trope seems to be less popular nowadays.
I see.
Well, she considered it, and that's the good thing. Can I roll you? I think I tried this last time. It didn't work. Oh no, apparently it does. I've done the wrong one. That's what I need to do. I'm having a look around as to what I could possibly interact with. It's probably the plate. Probably got to do something with that. What happens if I breathe on you?
D.
Yeah, D's don't really do it for me. They have to be at least an F.
God damn it, Darte!
There is no end to your desire.
That's what D stands for.
There seems to be nothing here.
Is this the green shelf I need to be luring him to? Is it one of these?
But then, something strange happened.
Okay.
What's happening?
Oh, did I find shelf A?
Right.
I found the A shelf.
What is this?
The A for A set.
We're out of options! Tessa! If this was another, I would have died already. Next time, he will get me. That's just destiny.
Okay. Shouldn't the letter A on the shelf?
No! I will fight destiny and win!
So he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
We have to do one of those things, Darte.
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
I'm working on it. Goddamn, calm your tits.
A wooden box.
Investigate, push, or break. Can I break this?
Even with my spinning Iba kick, I couldn't do it.
You steal that from Chun-Li.
The amazing Iba kick doesn't do it either.
I thought you said you weren't naming your moves.
My tornado Iba skywing kick is not working. What am I supposed to do?
Why did you explode is the better question, Iba.
How about something other than a kick?
A wooden...
Give it a push?
Push it over to Ota.
It doesn't move.
The forklift.
A small wooden box?
Of course, this forklift. This one's not
You have
frozen.
less than 2
A
minutes. Hurry.
forklift.
Sort. Why do I have to saute this thing?
What? Sortie?
Or sortie, even.
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed. All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%.
Didn't we try this with the one that was frozen?
Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie!
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now!
If you don't shift, kid, you're about to be run over. Did I intro this video? I've literally forgotten.
I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
Yeah, this is when I need to encourage him. I love that ominous stance the polar bear's got. Also, like, I'm really confused as to how he's holding that knife, because his thumb looks like he's barely holding the blade. Okay, kid.
Ota is still dead.
I need you to be motivated.
Don't be scared. Stand up. Don't beg for it, earn it. Do it and you'll be rewarded.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't be scared now. I have to stand up. Now, count up your sins.
Is this it? I think I did it. Okay, that wasn't nearly as bad as I was thinking.
There. Why?
Yeah, the fact that he stopped there indicates that it's his mother's knife. And the polar bear wasn't injured. Meaning if So still has his limp, then it wasn't him. Interesting. That's for me to encounter later, I assume, though. But yeah, the fact that it's his mum's knife is concerning, to say the least. Also, I don't get yelled at this time. Because I actually came out of the Somnium in time.
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Seriously, dude? Come on.
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
Oh god, no. Why? That's the last thing we need.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever. Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
What are you talking about?
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Her knife was there, Ota.
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
It's the knife. It's this floral pattern knife.
The polar bear. It was
Yeah,
the
I know,
foot on
I
the
know.
handle, Date.
I know.
This is what I need. What do you mean this isn't relevant? Is it you then? I took it out of my pocket and showed him.
The Hodoroki man chocolate.
I love this shit, kid, but it wasn't me that left it here.
The same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Oh, shit.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so were you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought.
She is! taller than you? I don't know.
I could tell it wasn't my mom, even through the costume.
Like, I don't even
And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
There is that. Oh god. Oh god.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
Your mom? What is Ota hiding? That's a good question. What is he hiding? Is this where I show him the knife? Yeah, this is the knife one.
The kitchen knife, with a floral pattern. Mom, I love you always, is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
And knives.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
Oh god, that's just unfortunate.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
Well, that's unfortunate, kid.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put her through that. And Mom never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe,
Oh, it looks like she has motive as well.
Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
She didn't kill Mizuki's parents, probably, but I don't know.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris. Because...
Is this because of the 2 cars thing? I'm assuming this is probably because of this. This alone isn't enough, I need more evidence. I feel like she wouldn't know how to set this streaming equipment up, but that's just me thinking possibly too hard about it. Oh, it's because she went and bought the
the
chocolate.
Matsushida's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famista while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, wait a minute!
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone. Right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
Okay, what terrible things are gonna happen to me here?
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita. But I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered
Remembered what?
about the warehouse. I did it.
I'm sorry, what?
I did everything.
That's not what I was expecting. Well, it's officially tomorrow. This isn't going to go well, is it?
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest, I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch, I took her to the warehouse, and
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
yes,
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
Well, we could probably confirm or deny that via Iba
And you were the one wearing it?
doing a Google.
Yes, that's right.
That's apparently becoming a catchphrase.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
Boss, I think you need to calm down.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
Okay. Let's start with why.
My son is under that witch's spell.
Witches don't exist, madam.
Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him.
So, why would you take her eye?
Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
She's not dead, so you didn't do a good job. Did you stab Ota?
Well,
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
yes, I stabbed him
Well, that's a black mark against it.
with the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him.
She says while wielding a knife.
He fought me, and then it just...
I want to know, like, height comparisons between these two, because this polar bear is a tall person. Or at least it loomed over him in the Somnium, so... Why did you stream it?
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Well, that's just too far.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words.
But you can show me how you did it?
It's more like muscle memory.
Oh, so you do this often, do you?
I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
So where did you get the camera and laptop?
I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true, I planned the whole thing.
Okay, so did you kill the others?
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person.
So tell me, why would you kill them?
So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
Why are you admitting to this? Yeah, well, that's a good question to start with. Why?
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works?
I feel like you should have killed her first if that's the case, but maybe I'm thinking too into this.
He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids.
Wow, you just really don't like... Again. I guess you just don't like idols or something?
And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate.
He was better than his wife. In air quotes, wife.
That man is the root of all evil.
And Shoko? yes, she smacked her kid, but we don't know that in this timeline.
That's why I killed him.
So yeah, and Shoko?
Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter.
It kinda does.
The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
That's not how divorce works.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there.
When and how did you kill them?
Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder.
Sadly, I know that's true.
I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular.
As I said, I know we discovered after scanning her using the thermal thing, she's got dementia.
There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
Look, Mayumi, why you lie?
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Renju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on.
We go to Somnium!
She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer! I am!
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right?
We're going to Somnium!
Date, sync with her.
Wow, I just got out of one, and here we goddamn go again!
Pewter, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Oh, god damn it, Pewter, what's up? I always called him Peter for some reason. I just missed the W out of his name.
What happened?
The sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Yeah, you could say that in real life as well.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
So nearly a day. K.
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner.
Oh, we look for the knife if technically she has it.
We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
I'm going for food. Anyone want to come with? I'll let Boss and Pewter know.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Oh, goddamn, don't do this to Pewter. I feel bad for him.
Hey, this is a hostile work environment.
It's always been hostile, Pewter.
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
Who's Mayumi covering for? If I had to guess, it would have to be Ota, surely, but where does this make sense?
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
I highly doubt it.
Impossible.
Why?
Why can't Oda... Yesterday, Insomnium, Oda in the pot. Iris had her eye taken out. The van... Yeah, it's got to be the van stolen. That's like actual
The
evidence
van
of the
was
thought.
stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
How so?
Oh yeah, she did technically drive, didn't she, that one time?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained.
She wears gloves, right?
It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
I thought she had like gloves at some point. Iris had her eye taken out. That doesn't prove that it wasn't Ota. Yesterday, Somnium, Ota and the polar bear. See, in my head, like, Ota... Well, I was going to say Ota could be, like, putting the polar bear into it, but... I don't know.
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream.
Yeah,
It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
that's the point I was trying to make. Thank you for putting it out for me, Iba. So it's gotta be Iris's eye.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
No, because that's not a thing that people do.
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
I don't get what you're getting at. Well, I do, but I don't like it.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
I feel like I said that the whole thing felt a bit staged to me, but...
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushita's van. Ota drove the station wagon.
It just seemed a bit far to go if it's staged.
They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw. Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
He'd have gotten out of that costume very quickly.
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
Yeah, that's... why? Why would they do that, and why would they go this far?
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
I don't like to, but it's there.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer.
Yeah, he'd be fucked.
Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
I don't like where this is going. And again, I probably shouldn't like where any of these paths go. This isn't going to be as wholesome as the Mizuki route, is it?
Ota, why are you...
Gee, I wonder.
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her. Why?
Because she confessed? I was gonna say, Date, what are you staring at? Because they were definitely looking at something over here and it wasn't good. Also, I get that Ota's not pleased, but there's no need to make like a puffy face at me. You doing okay, kid?
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer.
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
Why are you here, kid? You should be in the hospital, probably.
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
I mean, she's not under arrest for now. We're just gonna have to go into her brain like I did with you.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying. Mom didn't do it. She's innocent.
But then who did, kid? Did Iris do this?
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way. Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that?
No, I do think you're too much of a bitch to do that, but I could be wrong.
I was fighting for my life against the criminal.
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
Oh, come on, Date, there's no need.
You...
Was this thing staged, kid?
I'm telling you I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has... dementia.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe her memory is just mixed up. Everything is my fault.
That's not what I asked, kid, but please go on.
It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but... because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day. And he was a security guard and traffic cop at night.
Oh god, so he had a lot on his plate.
Mom worked as a janitor. They were both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and Idol concert tickets. I had it good. But we were drowning in debt.
Debt?
And there's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay. Even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer? Oh, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
There's a real problem I'm having here where I see a lot of me in Ota, and, yeah. Oh boy.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you.
I wonder if that's a common thing, or whether that's just a me thing.
Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it.
Because as he says, I went to university as well, and I also considered dropping out, but thankfully my parents talked me into staying and finishing. Whether it did me any good or not, I don't know, but hey-ho. I finished. Didn't do very well, but I finished.
And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
Yeah, this is too relatable. So you lied about the editor thing, didn't you?
Yeah, how do you guess?
Because you're not published?
It was really just a few texts back and forth. But I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she kept supporting me.
So when did the dementia start?
Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
Just kinda got angry instead of...
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
What's that picture?
Oda turned the photo frame to me so I could see.
Looking at this photo reminds me. One time, when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit, but I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Yeah, you're right, Date.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are logical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
Most of the time.
At times. Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
Ota is sitting with a Ota is sitting with a depressed look on his face. Damn, kid. Not gonna lie, real hard fight back the tears there, but I managed. Man, these games always make me cry. I do understand why. They're really fucking well written.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me.
I see you down there, Box, if I can lock onto you.
Hi, I'm Drum Imon.
You say strange things sometimes.
That's what keeps the thing going. There's an oil drum.
Aiba, what's in this box?
Your favorite kind of reading material, and a lot of it.
Oh god, no. No, don't tell him that.
Academic research papers on criminology?
Porn. Hardcore porn.
No, the kind that features gratuitous nudity.
A wooden box. I gotta make up some excuse to grab that box. Ah.
Aiba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris, or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
So almost certainly not her.
Aiba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
Can I get that footage and have a look?
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course, a different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Aiba connected to the N system server and began her research. She got a result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Interesting.
Unknown. But we should speak with the driver immediately.
Yeah. Sounds like a priority. To Lemniscate! Oh god, no, I had to find the receptionist. Hopefully not, if I don't have to go in. Nope, we went in. God damn it.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
What is wrong with your face? Jesus Christ, that's terrifying!
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
Yes, I am not suspicious in any way, shape, or form.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
Okay, what are you doing here?
I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby.
Okay. Where are you from?
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
He's got like a very strange, almost British accent, and it weirds me out. Or like the overly put on British that people think we sound like. Before I arrived at Lemnis Gate, I got a picture of Mayumi from Abyss. I showed it to the driver.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Ooh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Oh wow, there's no need.
Old hag.
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
Yeah, relatable, but that's because the news is depressing as shit. What happened?
I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that.
As I said, I'm with the police, and this is a report, so...
In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van. So I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
Okay, so what happened next?
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside.
Into a manor?
I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow.
I said, that's not in my paycheck, lady.
But I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came.
But it didn't come, did it?
But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of enjoying listening to this guy talk, despite the fact that he looks like that.
About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
I have one more question.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
Of course it is!
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
Because he's probably the Cyclops killer.
We need to speak with him immediately.
I gotta go talk to my dad.
Agreed. Let's move.
This isn't gonna go well, is it? It went so well the first time.
There's no one here.
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside.
Daddy, you home?
Hey, Aiba. Do you smell something funny?
Oh, is he dead as well?
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell, correct?
Oh, right.
So, are you dead?
There's something strange about this vase. Ugh.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something inside?
Maybe, but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
It's So's dead body, I'm going to assume.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
Yeah.
Then, as is standard procedure...
Thwack. Give it a kicking? Oh. X-ray vision. Oh boy! Man's in many a piece!
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it.
Yep, man's in many a piece!
So Sajima?
Huh.
That is the head of So Sajima.
Yep, eyes missing and everything.
Left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
Huh.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
Time is it now? I should have checked when the pop-up came on.
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Well, it wasn't him, and it wasn't his mother either.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of
I was saying it wasn't.
Hospital.
I was gonna say it wasn't Iris because she was still in hospital.
They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Right.
So his body, cut into pieces.
By the way, why is there no one in the mansion? No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
Do we want to check the rest of the cupboards?
I do not know.
Does So have family?
So Sejima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son.
That's me!
Their son is currently living abroad.
Nope, that's me!
So lived here alone?
I know because I did the Mayumi. Again with the Steins Gate. Mizuki ending.
Do you find that suspicious?
Yes!
No, just...
Date, a call from Pewter.
Oh, Pewter, why now?
Connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running.
It's all well and good, Pewter, but have you seen the state of this vase?
You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter.
But send the police over to So's.
But there are more pressing matters now.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found So Sejima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sejima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan?
I don't know.
Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No, there's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday. And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then,
Yeah, we're gonna sync with Mayumi.
So, sorry to leave you like this, Dad, but I kinda got places to be. Really hope you didn't get stuck in my shoes.